foundation inspection. Grading inspection. I'm looking for it to be sloped away. Now we've got good grading at both left and right. Front elevation. Grading is here. Fence line runs down the swale. Grading on the front is good. Looking at these flower beds, we have drain lines here, yep, drain pipes, yep, so they will drain, that's good. We're now at the right elevation. The grading's fine here. Yeah, other than that it's fine, yeah. That's looking good. Can you close it for me now? This is a Romex cable, and you see the homeowner has put boards down here. Well, the problem is that that cable's got to be protected, because if you push things against it and damage it, you can get an open circuit. That'd be quite dangerous. There's an intermittent fault on this switch. Watch. See when I touch the cover? So this switch needs to be repaired because it's got an open circuit in there. It's closed and open by touching the actual cover itself. It's not doing it now. There you go. Doesn't come on and off every time. This is a small lean-to extension. It's a shed. Basically what it's using is using the veneer wall of the house as a support. It has shingles on it, and we have a little bit of flashing here. But I have to tell you, that flashing is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, because water can get in behind it here, especially down here where it's open. In addition to that, it has anchor bolts, and we'll come to the anchor bolts in a minute, and I'll discuss what the problem is in using a veneer wall to anchor a heavy structure such as this. This wall is a brick veneer, and as such it has no structural integrity whatsoever. It's actually held in place by gravity, force of weight of the bricks and mortar push it downwards. In addition to that, to stop it coming out, falling out, it has tiebacks. They're behind the wall, they go into the mortar joints and tie it back to the structure. However, they're not intended to take any sort of induced moment, such as being applied by this structure here. You can see we've got a ledger board up here, and you can see it's held in place by bolts. I would imagine those are expanding bolts. They expand into the brick to hold it, and as such they're going to apply a pressure that can split the brick. They can also apply a pressure to pull the whole structure away and bring the wall down with it. The correct way to install this type of structure here would be to make it freestanding and not attached to the house at all. As it is at the moment, it is a future liability for damage to the property. The counter flashing has come away from the actual brick veneer, and there's a gap and hole in there, and that's a good access point for water penetration. I recommend that that whole area is filled and sealed. I'm at the rear elevation, and what we're looking at is we've got a little bit of settlement cracking down here and around there. You could see it on the video. Now that's just cosmetic, there's nothing to worry about. However, because there is that little channel there, water can get into it, and under certain circumstances, if it freezes, it could actually break the wall away from the structure. So that's got to be repointed. In addition, it will allow water to get into the cavity space, and that can lead to all sorts of problems. The caulking is hardening up pretty well all the windows around the house. Caulking is very important in terms of keeping moisture outside the building and reducing cooling and heating costs. So I recommend that the whole house has all its windows recaulked as a matter of course. They should be done every couple of years anyway, and this house is what now? 2004, 7 years old. It should have been done at least twice, and I don't think it's been done more than once. This is what the builder did. This is the electrical panel inspection. You can see that the current owner has a lot of stuff next to it, and there's a cabinet here. You can see how the cabinet actually impinges on the edge of the electrical panel's door. This is completely wrong because now it's difficult to get at. See, I can't open the door to get at it. I can barely inspect it on the outside, and I can't take it apart to look on the inside. So my response here is to tell you that this panel is unacceptable and has to be that everything has to be removed around it. The cabinetry has to go here, this has to go, the whole lot's got to go out, and I recommend that it's now inspected by a certified electrician. You should ask them to get a certified electrician to inspect the panel for them and give you a report from the electrician. Here is an inappropriate use of the extension cord. You can see this extension cord here. It's going outside of the cabinetry and it goes up to a multi-gang outlet on the top here. And without climbing up there, I'm not prepared to do that, I can tell you there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or more outlets being run off of one outlet. Now that outlet will be rated at something like 20 amps. Then there's another cord that goes through here and to the extension here. And on that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 outlets. So we have through one outlet here, single outlet, rated at 20 amps, 22 outlets, all of which can carry a load, all of which could cause serious electrical problems. Gas fire installation. We're checking the structure of it. We don't check to see that this is the damper. It should have a damper blocker on it because it's a gas fire and it doesn't, so that should be fitted. The furnace is currently running. We've got control wires going through here, unprotected, they should be bushed. Furnace number 2, the igniter's on and the burner's lit. We have water flowing into the tub, plenty of it, and we also have the shower on, and you can take a shower, sufficient flow there. This is the plug for the bath. As you can see, it's actually bent, and if you look down the drain itself, you'll see it's broken down there, so that needs to be repaired. Temperature pressure relief valve, it's working. We have safety pan, Gas supply is correct. Overall condition is okay. Now this water heater is what, 7 years old, and they only last between 6 to 10 years in this area due to the acidity of the water. There's no telling how long this particular water heater will last. There's no corrosion on any of the fittings, which is a telltale sign of deterioration. So I'd say it's got a few years in it yet, but there's no way we can tell this. Dishwasher. It completed the cycle. And the door and the soap tray are okay, open properly. The unit has 2 trays, both open and slide out okay. There's no apparent rust at the time of the inspection. And the gas hob. All 4 burners light. Fan lights comes on. This is the oven. And we see that it heats up. This is the microwave. See the hob on range, make sure that we got gas valve here. We have down the bottom there's a gas valve. But at the back here we have exposed electrical cables, and that's a big problem because they are 240 volt cables. That's not good at all. That's got to be covered up. On the day of the inspection, the temperature of the AC compressors was 53. We cannot test AC compressors when it's below 60 degrees as it can cause damage to them. This is going to be a visual only inspection. I won't be running the AC. We're looking at the cooling pipes, and you can see that we're losing insulation from that pipe. That needs to be repaired. It's a spa. Now I'm not going to operate the cantilevered lift mechanism because I haven't got the instructions on it, and the ones I have experience with lift themselves and this one doesn't. So you might ask the owners about this, how it's actually operated, because I don't want to operate it and cause damage. Currently got the jets running. Turn them off. We're looking for apparent damage. That's where the filters are. On the bottom here.